Hey guys, welcome to today's video. This video is going to be a very quick video, a very unedited video. It's basically just to catch you guys up. These videos are just for those 1, 2, 3 people that perhaps watch my video. I promise an update on how monk mode will be, how monk mode is going. 3 weeks has passed already, and there are a few things I'd like to update you on. And if you're new around here, welcome. I do have other videos. You can go to my channel and you can check them out to understand what I'm talking about, to get background as well. But anyways, let's get right into it. So 3 weeks have gone past with the monk mode, so 21 days, and it's very interesting. Number one that I would like to get into was the fact that you feel very alone during the process of monk mode, which is a dark side of probably which people don't really talk about. I've seen the videos here and there. We talk about how depressed and isolated they feel during monk mode series, and I can see why people don't do it like year round. And I've only been doing it for 21 days, and it gets very difficult because once you're like locked in and you're fully persuaded and locked in on your vision and your goals and actually make it a top priority in your life, you feel very alone because number one is that you see that there's people that's not as driven and as you are, which for me was very interesting because a lot of people are driven, but no one's to be driven on the things that you are specifically driven in that season of your life. So you feel very alone. You cannot, and you can't get that drive, that motivation and passion outside. You only can get it within yourself, which is very interesting for me because I created a WhatsApp group and also try to inspire my colleagues to join me on this month mode so we can improve our lives. Because one thing about me is I'm very inclusive, but I'm only inclusive of people who are willing to put in the effort. And I added 3 of my colleagues into the group, but only one was actually serious and was devoted to be on the monk mode group. So problem number one, and mistake number one, was just adding people without them taking the step of perhaps posting your goals first, because the whole point of the monk mode group was for us to be transparent and to encourage each other. So you see your goals on the group, and we're allowed to point it out and be like, hey dude, you said you're gonna do this but you didn't. But 2 of them weren't, and basically allowed that lack of commitment to seep in, and it does affect. It's kind of like you get a rotten tomato and you put in a box of fresh tomatoes. It will make all tomatoes rotten, and I'm not saying people are rotten. It's just like the lack of commitment will influence you. You understand? I hope that makes sense. So as much as the group was there to help you feel like the walk, that alone, you still feel alone because you're still alone at night when you have to work by yourself. And the thing is that when you're working by yourself, you realize how far behind you are with the things that you are working towards to achieve. And that does become very depressing because you're like, wow, I'm very far behind. I am making tiny progress, and it's like, focus on those tiny things. But sometimes it's so hard not to look at where you could have been if you decide to focus. So that for me was a very depressing moment for me. But I told myself that I will be continuing, and I will be making monk mode a topic of a video. It'll just be something I'll be doing personally, and during the course of my whole monk mode thing is that I'll be working towards deciding what I want to do with this YouTube channel, because I'm still tasting the waters of what I would like to be known for on YouTube. And what I know, I would love to inspire people. The manner in which I inspire them is unknown yet for me. But there is one thing that came out of it, was that I finally took a step to start a clothing brand. I did very little, but I got my foot in the door, which was I created the Instagram page, finally got the name, took the initiative and created the name, I put a bio, and I posted about 2 videos on my on my brand account, and I already have a business idea that I need to put in forward. And I know a lot. I don't know, is it in the Bible, is it biblical? But I know that there's a saying that says, as soon as God puts something in your heart, um, move with urgency. Like, go with it immediately. Don't wait around. Just jump onto it immediately. And that's how I'm starting to move. As soon as you get an idea or vision, just bam, put into action. And I think I got a simple plan that could work to help grow this brand. So if you guys want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. I'll put the link in my bio. The account's name is called Omniscient. And the reason why I chose that name, is because God knows everything. Before I was born, He knew, and I was in my mother's womb. He already knew me. He had a plan for me. He had a future for me. And I trust in God with everything. And no matter what I go through, can never trust in myself. I don't know how people trust in themselves, but I can never trust in myself. I can only trust in God. And that's why my favorite phrase is Godfidence. But omniscient is such a powerful word for me. And I put in there, you'll see Psalms 139, where it will state, if you read the whole chapter, that before I was even born, I was even formed in my mother's womb, God knew me. He's all knowing, He's all powerful, He's omniscient, He's omnipresent, He's omnipotent. And everything I want to do is, I want to be inspired by God. I want Christ to be the center of it. But at the same time, I want the world to wear a brand that glorifies God, whether they know it or not. God will be the center, and God will always prevail. Jesus till the day I die. Yeah. And also, one last thing before I end this was, I realized that the timing in which I started my monk mode was terrible. I started in a season where there's a lot of birthdays with very close friends of mine, and I'm willing to sacrifice a lot of things, but these friends have become family, and I didn't want to disappoint them. I made a promise that I'll be there, so I had to sacrifice a bit to be present with them, to celebrate with them, just to show them how much they mean to me. And yes, I know monk mode was very interesting, and it worked. You realize how far you are, and it makes you want to work harder. You want to increase your discipline. There's a lot of things I realize I need to fix in my life. And when you're so distracted and busy and not focus on your goals and the missions that you have for your personal life, you're not aware of your weak points a lot of the time, because you're too busy distracted with what's happening in the world. And yes, guys, if there's anything you can get from this video, is that even if it's difficult, I want you to keep on trying. Even if it's difficult, I want you to keep on pursuing. Even if it's difficult, I want you to continue building. And there's so much topics that I would like to talk about, but I'll talk about that in future videos. I'm going to try and pump out as much videos as possible, and I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. Every time I chase perfection, that's when I find myself in a stumble. I have to chase consistency above everything else, because it's through consistency that I improve. I don't know how it works for everybody else, but being consistent is the game changer for me, because the more consistent I am, the better I'm doing, the more I'm creating, the more I can improve. But anyways guys, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you do, you can smash that thumbs up if you want to. But anyways, I hope you guys went to church. This was a Sunday for me, but in the process, it's probably not Sunday. But hope you have a blessed week, a blessed day, a blessed month. Keep on those grinds, guys. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section, and I would like to add it in my videos and possibly make it a topic for a video. Appreciate you guys that are watching, even these 3 guys, 4 guys. If we can just change one person, that one person can change the world. Anyways, stay blessed. Remember, Jesus loves you, and keep on growing to become the best version of yourself. Much love.
Go to the king and get what you want. Supply all your needs. You know you need his son to take on